Hello, and welcome to Year of the Vampire. Today we watched Morbius.
Yeah, we were really morbid this week.
It was the it is a more recent Marvel movie.
Yeah, 2022. So we finally watched it after it being out for going on 3 years. I don't think it was as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I mean, it was okay.
I mean, it still wasn't what I would consider a good movie.
For what it's worth, it's entertaining, but it's like
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I don't consider it a good movie, but it was at least an entertaining movie.
yeah.
But to our usual points, the plot. What'd you think of the plot? Guy is born with disease that's slowly killing him. Guy experiments on vampire bats. Guy becomes vampire.
I mean, he kind of did it to himself, and then his friend that he was trying to help the cure for did it to himself with his cure.
Yeah, like what'd you like?
If you call it a cure.
What'd you think of the plot, though? Is what I mean.
It was straightforward. It's not anything complex by any stretch.
I thought it was. I mean,
it wasn't convoluted or anything. So
no, but it was kind of stupid. I mean, how did he make a vampire potion out of vampire bats?
It's kind of silly, but
that's not how vampire bats work. Also, did he just keep those vampire bats in that jar the whole time? Because the people who made the movie know that bats need to like rest and like
they
land.
just kept flying the whole time, and they did that since they turned the tube on and the light, and they just like, do they feed them? Do they let them land?
No, they don't. Acting. What'd you think of the acting?
It was okay.
Yeah, it was all right.
Like, it's not the best acting. But
it's not like it wasn't
bad.
like Oscar worthy, but it also wasn't necessarily cringe. Well, it was kind of cringe worthy at least. But
I mean, you could say it gets cheesy on parts, but it's like not bad by any stretch.
Yeah, I guess. All right, sorry.
Music?
Sound and music.
It was good. Even level, nothing bad.
I didn't really
blended the way it should.
To be honest, I didn't really notice the music.
Yeah, the music didn't really stand out, which
like it didn't
isn't a
pop
bad thing
for you.
Yeah, like nothing to really remember, but also nothing that was bad or got in the way.
Yeah, just like the movie itself. It wasn't bad, but there was nothing memorable about it. Cinematography.
I don't know, like all the camera angles and shit.
Yeah, like just in general how it was filmed.
It's what you would expect from a Marvel film. Let's just go.
Oh yeah, so lots of sweeping shots of all of the CG filled action.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't have a lot to say about this movie. Like
it's a movie.
It's a movie and it's okay, but
it's nothing to really.
I liked this. I liked the different like settings and stuff.
Yeah, there's nothing necessarily terrible about it. It's just nothing really overly memorable either.
Yeah, I mean, he killed all those people on a boat. That was pretty cool.
Okay, that was pretty neat.
but people who watch our videos should know by now. I like stuff with boats.
I just like horror things, which we'll get to that in a minute here. Now. Actually.
Oh yeah, the special effects.
Okay, so
this we actually do have a bit to say.
There was way too much CG, and that was probably the worst part of the movie.
No, how the CG looked was the worst part of the movie.
Okay, I'm just saying for like the budget that the film was made for, it should have been significantly better. If there was any complaints, it's definitely the special effects.
I just kind of thought the CG in a lot of parts looked really goofy.
Yeah.
Not just like the weird vampire faces. Like I'm pretty sure that was at least partially CG.
I mean, it's at least
it was the weird like
accurate to the comics. It looks pretty good.
I guess, but
the other thing I have a complaint
about it looks somewhat accurate to the comics, but the thing is I never thought the character in the comics looked good. He looks goofy in the comics.
It does look a little silly at times, but
what did you have to say? I'm sorry.
The other complaint is the lack of blood, which is obviously because it's not a rated R movie. Which
a vampire movie should have blood in it. Like it's kind of their whole thing.
It's like one of them teen or young adult movies.
Yeah, Twilight. We get it.
It should have been rated R. There would have been a lot more freedom to it.
I think a lot of people actually thought that when it came out,
and that's really my biggest gripe. Overall, it was okay.
Yeah. I also thought it was just Just okay. I don't know. There's, like I said, there's not a lot to really talk about in this one because there's not a lot to really talk about in the movie. It's not amazing, but it's not like the worst thing ever.
So it's just okay. So
yeah. So I mean, we usually recommend it if we recommend it.
Yeah, you can watch it if you want.
Yeah, I'd say at least watch it once. It's a decently fun time, if not kind of silly.